Now, Karisha and Nicki Minaj had a little back and forth, and some people are convinced that Nicki Minaj wasn't joking, and some people are actually convinced that, well, she was joking, okay, when she tweeted Young Miami. Meanwhile, Ebony is going in on Summer Walker, okay, after a teaser of Caresha's show actually came out, Karisha Please, and Summer Walker seemingly said something about, London on the tracks, manhood, and said something about, well, it's big, that is why Ebony is out there acting the way that she's acting. And Ebony, she doesn't waste any time. She had a mouthful to say about that. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. Now, first off, we're gonna start by this entire Ebony's tantrum that she basically threw on the internet after Summer Walker seemingly insinuated that the reason why she is constantly going after every person who dates London is because his is huge. And it seems like Ebony wasn't having it, and she went in on Summer trying to make it seem like and she said, oh, you're trying to make it seem like I want that man, you, him, and everybody, like, oh yeah, Ebony crazy, what his little old what. And it was just something. If you know Ebony, she really does go off when she decides to. Sometimes if you ask me, I feel like it can be a bit much. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I do feel like it's a little too much. Okay, I do get that. Well, she might have been provoked, and if you know, trailers are meant, they are edited in such a way that they make it seem like, this is what was being spoken about. And honestly speaking, hopefully for Summer Walker's sake, this is exactly what happened with the editing. Hopefully when the full episode actually comes out, she's not saying anything negative about Ebony, because listen, this woman can go for days even without a response, just dragging somebody left, right, and center. And I don't want that energy for Summer, if you ask me. So do hop into the comment section, you guys, and let me know what you think about that. Do you think that it made any sense for Ebony to feel the way that she felt about this entire Summer Walker situation? And as if that was not enough, she did also go in on Karisha and said, I need to tell Karisha how your baby daddy wouldn't stop pulling up on me in your G-Wagon all summer with those Nevada texts the whole time was together. Why you trying to clown me all the time? And that was a message to Karisha, basically saying your man wanted me. And you know what, I find it a weird flex when somebody doesn't have anything to say about you. They will flex with, oh well, your man wanted me, or something like that. In my own opinion, I feel like that's a low IQ kind of blow, if you ask me. But hey, do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about Ebony basically coming for Karisha, because in the clip, Karisha was like, oh, well, what you're saying, London is like this way and now, but Ebony makes it seem like he's that the other way. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I didn't see any shade there thrown towards her. If there's any person who did seem like they threw shade on her, it was obviously Summer Walker, according to the trailer, which I don't even know how it was edited. So, I feel like it's unwarranted, if you ask me. But I feel like for Summer and Shenseea, I feel like they should just stay away from Ebony, okay? Because she will always have something to say, and they are the bigger stars. She doesn't have anything to lose, so of course she will go below the belt, okay? Now, moving on to the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, Nicki Minaj and Karisha. So seemingly, Nicki Minaj and Karisha had a whole back and forth on Twitter, and that had Nicki Minaj trending, all right? She was trending on number 4 with over 56,000 tweets for just, doing a little joke with Young Miami, which in my own opinion, I felt like Young Miami did not take it as a joke. Young Miami at the beginning, I feel like she missed the joke. And I'm not surprised that Young Miami wouldn't be able to get a joke. I mean, she's not, talented like that mentally. Like, her IQ is not all that. You guys, I'm just joking. But anyway, so what happened is that Karisha tweeted and said, Summer, when I tell you me and Summer Walker got into some things, LOL, literally one of my favorite episodes so far. Karisha Please is back tomorrow, Thursday at 8 p.m. EST, only at Revolt TV. And Nicki Minaj responded to that and said he's Diddy to advise him that a young lady on a show that appears on his network seems to have borrowed a very popular Queen Radio catchphrase. Puff, who representing you these days, child? I got my ish drafted in my head. Young Miami talking about you got into some things. Child. Anyway, so... And Young Miami said, Nicki Minaj, what's really the problem? Because I definitely didn't get that from you, LOL. Let's get into some things, child. Actually, it's a gay slang. And Nicki Minaj then went ahead to say, Karisha, now you know them all with laughing emojis. That slang is the first go-to nowadays. Let's discuss it on Queen Radio. Ciao. If not, I'm hitting Puff right now. You know he used to manage me, right? Now it's my men. Puff, what up? Hit my line, ciao, at Didi. And then then Nicki Minaj made a poll on Twitter and said, talking about gay slang, Karisha, please, let's ask the guys, and let's ask the guys, Miss B. And then she made a poll with Karisha bepping, Karisha capping, Karisha Noel, and then Karisha said, bring me on Queen Radio, I'm ready when you are, Miss B. And Young Miami then cast out, I guess, people who were calling her slow or something like that, because she then said, y'all bees STFU and get the F out of my mentions with that dumb what. And then she said, and then Nicki Minaj said something like, calling Puff right now. And then Karisha then said, yeah, I'm on my way to his house. I'm finna call you when I get there. And obviously, like, this was a jokey situation, if you ask me, all right? Because then Nicki Minaj responded and said, Stop's typewriter looks at the first legal draft, rips it up. Here's Puff desperately calling my line, doesn't answer, gets my questions ready for Miss Karisha at Young Miami. And Young Miami then said, desperately, it's never giving that, Nicki, let's be for real, okay? And honestly speaking, anyone with 5 senses can actually tell that, you know what? This was a joke. But obviously people will find any reason to troll Nicki Minaj, because then they started saying that, oh, well, she wasn't joking and things like that. And honestly speaking, it's tired at this point. In my own opinion, I feel like this was a joke. So I don't know, you guys. Do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about this. Do you think that Nicki Minaj meant it, or do you think that it was a joke? Do you think that this was offensive, or do you think it was a joke? Because Nicki then went ahead to say, I don't be knowing anyone is mad until y'all tell me, then I be having to ask somebody the details to get caught up. And then there's the times that the Barbz telling me things they swear I don't know, because they don't know how I'm playing the cards in my hand. That'd be a key too. And honestly speaking, I feel like maybe Diddy actually asked Nicki Minaj to, have Karisha on the Queen Radio podcast, and they're just trying to hire, get some attention around her podcast, obviously, Caresha Please. So I don't see why people are worked up. It wouldn't be surprising for me if another episode drops with Nicki Minaj on Queen Radio, or Nicki Minaj on Caresha Please. I hope she doesn't go to Caresha Please, because I don't see that being a type of vibe. Honestly speaking, she's more intellectual than Caresha Please, if you ask me. However, do hop into the comment section and let me know what you think about this entire situation. Until my next one, see you.